Welcome to Business Class, a podcast for people wanting to upgrade their thinking, upgrade their learning, and upgrade their life. I'm your host, Eugenia Panderhos, founder of Business Class Collective, best-selling author and life coach. If you're an entrepreneur, a startup, or someone who dreams of reaching their full potential, then you're in the right place. You'll feel empowered and inspired to design the life you've always wanted. Let's do this. Hello, gorgeous people, and welcome back to the show. I'm thrilled that you're joining me here again this week. I hope you've had a wonderful week and that life is treating you well. This week, I'd like to discuss how to stop overthinking. You know, we've all been there, the place where we overthink, ruminate, and dwell on thoughts or situations that most likely will never happen. Our brain goes over a perceived problem by going into analysis mode. We think, worry, question, reason, and plan continuously. Then we cycle through all the possibilities of what can happen and what can go wrong, and then we do it all over again. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You project into the future a scenario that puts you in a spiral, and before you know it, your body actually thinks it's in the situation. Your breathing changes, the way you carry yourself changes, your shoulders tighten, and you're on high alert for something that is future-based. You may become overwhelmed and paralysed with fear and anxiety. When this happens, it can derail your entire day. Chatting to friends may help, but it can also exacerbate matters if they start agreeing with you. So choose carefully who it is you seek guidance from when you start going down this rabbit hole. A Harvard Science Review explains that a human mind is a wandering mind, and a wandering mind is an unhappy mind. The ability to think about what is not happening comes at an emotional cost that affects your well-being and happiness. You start to think, what if this happens, and what if that happens, and before you know it, your entire day has been derailed. We get really good at contemplating events that happened in the past, might happen in the future, or may never happen at all. It seems that it's the natural default mode of our brain, and I know we've all been there. So a wandering mind is a great predictor of happiness, and the insights gained depend on how often our minds leave the present and where they tend to go. Mahatma Gandhi famously said, "Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny." Just have a little think about that. Let's take control by becoming the masters of our mind and the masters of our thoughts. In Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl explains that everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances and to choose one's own way. So choose freedom by choosing your attitude and choosing your thoughts. When your mind begins to wander, bring it back to the present. You can either choose to become a victor of your thoughts and attitude, or you can become the victim, but you can't be both at the same time. Instead of having a wandering mind, bring yourself back to now and begin in feeling the wonder of being alive, and raise your awareness so that you can savor each and every moment. Become mindful of your everyday activities in the here and now. It can be while you're driving in the car, chopping vegetables for dinner, or shopping at the supermarket. By becoming present, your mind is no longer wandering, and you can put the brakes on the overthinking. Overthinking robs us of the joy of the present moment. The ancient Greeks identified 3 ways that opening to the present moment increases the depth of our experience and productive possibilities of each moment. So firstly, when we fully experience what is here and now, we no longer postpone what we most want. We live our fullest life in the now. Secondly, attending to the present moment enables us to take advantage of the full range of possibilities that exist in each moment. So instead of ruminating on the past or future, come back to the power of the present moment and take advantage of new possibilities made available to you. This can happen when you're at the airport, you're running late for an appointment. You can use that time to take advantage of the opportunity that life has afforded you and do something productive. Thirdly, happiness and well-being is found in the present. Anxieties and resentments that live in the future and past suddenly can simply dissolve. You can experience more ease, calm, and peace by surrendering to the now. By petting your furry friend, feeling the sun on your skin, or hearing the wind blowing in the trees, you feel better already just thinking about it. I'm sure you do. How can you take control of overthinking? Firstly, become aware of your dominant thoughts. Remember that if you think you have problems, you'll experience more problems. If you think you have blessings, you'll experience more blessings. If you think you have less than, you'll experience scarcity. If you think you're lonely, you'll feel even more lonely. If you feel joy, you'll feel happier. So our thoughts frame how we feel. So ask yourself, what are your fears, doubts, and worry doing for you? How are they serving you? Secondly, swap your subconscious beliefs. Do you feel unlovable? Well, I'm here to tell you that you deserve a healthy and loving relationship. Do you feel undeserving? Well, swap that belief by listing all the ways you are deserving and why it is that you are deserving. In business, do you believe that you can attract the right clients, opportunities, and success? Well, swap that thought with knowing that with the right strategy and action plan, you can attract clients who know your worth and value your services. Thirdly, work on your mindset. Write and recite affirmations that encourage you to stand in your power across all areas of your life, be it fitness, health, business, relationships, finances, gratitude, presence, the list goes on. Set an intention for each day. Then actively choose to not overthink. Take control of your thoughts. Practice this daily, as that is how you'll make progress. Fourthly, positive self-talk and redirection of your thoughts to find personal meaning in your life through your body, mind, and spirit. You can do this by remembering that you have the freedom of choice. You possess the will to make that choice, and that you're free to attach the meaning of that choice to your life. So, detach from what is bothering you, take the focus away from that, and shine it back on yourself in the most loving and positive way. Surrender. Actively choose to change your day. Take a walk, catch up with friends, run a bath, clean the pantry. Whatever it takes, come back to the present moment and stop overthinking in its tracks. Remember that you are the curator of your life and it will work out just as you need it to be. You don't need to get approval or require others' opinions. Each day you will get better. You'll learn to let go and focus your precious energy on yourself and your daily routines. Say goodbye to fear and doubt and projecting into the future fear that is based on a scenario that hasn't happened yet. Remember that life is happening for you, not to you. Some wisdom from the iconic Elizabeth Taylor. Here goes. Pour yourself a drink, put on some lipstick, and pull yourself together. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast and you've got something valuable from it. Until next time. You've been listening to Business Class presented by Eugenia Panterhos, founder of Business Class Collective. If you haven't yet, go to Apple Podcast, subscribe, rate and review this podcast. Share the love and let your family and friends know too. You can follow Business Class Collective on Instagram and Facebook. Join me next time.